Welcome back. It's time to jump into game number 2 between SlayerSBoxer and EGiNcontroL. In the first game, we saw a very, very aggressive push, some trickery coming out from Boxer. He's able to use it to full potential, kind of roll over EGiNcontroL there for that matchup. Now we're going to be moving on to Tal'darim Altar. And Day, I'm very excited for this match, see where it's going to go. I mean, Boxer looking at possible undefeated road there in his group. I think people said, nah, it's not going to happen. And just very well might.
Showing a good variety of strategies. Wasn't your usual Marine Tank Banshee early all-in. Came quite a bit faster, actually. Right after the first Banshee popped out, generally you'll see players wait till they have 2 or 3 Banshees, wait till they have 3 barracks running. But again, Boxer with that ultra-fast reactor on the barracks was able to come out quite a bit earlier. I mean, EGiNcontroL was completely unable to get anything up and running. So I'm going to see if the two players are indeed ready to go. We have confirmation from EGiNcontroL, and Boxer says go, go. Game 2 now beginning on Tal'darim Altar. It's going to be a big, long macro game. We've seen what can happen in Shoya versus Jinro. I just knocked my mouse off the table.
Down,
We're going into game 2. Flip the table. Be a better table flipper here at MLG.
And Tal'darim Altar, as you mentioned, possibility for a longer form game, and especially from a situation and in a map where, you know, we see a lot of Protoss go ahead and opt for a fast expansion right off the bat. Boxer still able to assert some aggression, but because the map is so large, it could force a longer form game.
And in the top right corner, we have the man formerly known as Inigo Montoya. It is Evil Geniuses EGiNcontroL. And it looks like it's going to be a long game because we are in cross-map positions at the opposite end of the screen. In the far bottom left is the Emperor himself, SlayerSBoxer.
The legend continues to remain alive here and really, really just walking all over all of his opponents. We've seen some great play. Of course, the traditional aggressive style that you'd expect to see, the very now scary Marine Blue Flame Hellion push against Zerg that apparently we haven't even seen the transition for. MMA was quoted as saying, well, there is a transition out of that's really awesome, but no one's been able to live that long. So
yeah, that's pretty scary. That's quite ominous.
I'd be scared of him.
We do see EGiNcontroL now, continuing to Chrono Boost probes, getting a relatively late gateway. Generally, you'll see that on 12 or 13. Waiting until 14 makes sense. He sent this one scouting probe out so very early, and we do see Boxer not yet opting to take a gas. Will likely be an early expand. We have seen players from Team Slayers do a big Marine follow-up push from this occasionally, but given these cross-map spots, I don't think that's very likely.
No, and in fact, the probe's going to come in here for EGiNcontroL and scout up just as the Rax finishes up that first Marine. Going to be on his way, is rallied up to the front of his base, sees and peeps that there is actually no gas incoming at all. And where will EGiNcontroL go from here, continuing to get probes out at this point. Gateway's about to finish up. Going to drop that cybernetics core and just be on his way. There's the command center right on top of that expansion.
And EGiNcontroL has a number of options at this point. He can try to go for some sort of goofy early attack. Oh, no, EGiNcontroL actually didn't see the expansion command center. I mean, EGiNcontrol's a smart player. He knows for a fact that this is almost certainly what Boxer is doing. And will he just be going for some sort of 4 warp gate response? This probe would indicate that he could build a pylon, or this could just be a delayed scout. But we have seen EGiNcontroL in so many MLGs just opt to all in when he sees a vulnerability of his opponent.
And we have the one probe just sticking around down near the bottom so they could potentially get some sort of aggressive pylon to be put out there. Zealot making its way across the map. The bunker is going to be up well before that Zealot actually makes it there. And the Nexus will go down. No, EGiNcontroL thinking about it. There he's going to put it down. And EGiNcontroL gets that Nexus down after his gateway and his Psycore.
I'm always delighted to see EGiNcontroL favoring longer-term play because a lot of times he sells himself short, going for big 4 warp gates, going for void ray cheeses when his long-term play is quite stable. So it looks like EGiNcontroL will be preparing for that here. We don't see a second gas geyser yet. And the big question is, how will EGiNcontrol's PVT play out? He used to do a lot of huge Colossus-focused plays, even going Colossus Phoenix primarily against his opponents, as we saw in the NASL early rounds. However, he's been favoring more Templar, more DTs in the matchup. It's going to be a really big guessing game as far as everyone's concerned for what style he's going to come prepared with.
Little poke by EGiNcontroL, moving forward and trying to work on these Marines that are easily able to escape into the bunker. So it's not much that he's going to be able to do there. Command Center is now fully functional over on Boxer's side in orbital mode, so the mules are dropping down. And SCV snuck past and will be able to get right in here and rally down to the bottom, but he's going to probably see, he saw at least one of those gateways. The stalkers just tried to chase him down. He will be able to cut him off, and there it goes.
The big key structure is actually this forge. This is very revealing of some sort of very basic gateway unit mix. A lot of speed zealots, blink stalkers, and you know what's kind of cool is that this style from Boxer, very subtle, but a really big innovation coming out of the Slayer's house. We've seen Gonzi, Young MMA incorporate this style in. You generally see a faster factory, more drop-focused play, but this is an upgrade-focused play. Getting the engineering bay early, moving out with Marine Marauder and a fast concussive shell. Stim will be following up right after the concussive shell, and the important thing to note about all of this, very good at defending DTs and very, very late factory.
So this little attack force from Boxer going to make a way around. It's going to pass the northern Zelnaga Tower. One thing to note is that we did have a pylon placed by EGiNcontroL just next to the third base of Boxer. And now we're going to have this little force poke forward. There's only a Zealot and a Stalker here. 2 sentries moving forward. And that Stalker, the Zealot is, they're both going to go down. How do you defend here? He's got only 2 force fields, not even that, 1 force field that he can throw down. And I'm just not sure what could possibly happen here. Probes are going to die as well.
EGiNcontroL getting a little too greedy, trying to get the Robo and the Forge up at the same time. Some nice control, but man, a lot of damage has been dealt. This sort of push generally does not get this far in, but EGiNcontroL getting caught a little off guard. Again, an unusual style that the Slayer's house has been enjoying quite a lot recently. Takes the Force out, but look at the damage done by Boxer. In the units killed count, well, I guess 5 workers is less than I thought. But we can see in the food lead, Boxer has quite an edge.
Yeah, I mean, he did a lot there, really. I mean, taking out the initial forces, got rid of at least a couple of those sentries that had some energy, forced the force fields, and now in a position where he knows there's not going to be anything that EGiNcontroL is going to be able to attack with that'll be so heavy. And we do have the Observer making its way over now into the